Hello, hello, and hello to you. Whoever may be watching, I don't actually know who else watching. It might just be my parents. Who knows? But, hi! Welcome to round 4 of 5 of More Female Racers. We are 2 rounds away from the end of this thing, which is crazy. 5 race rounds are always... 5 race seasons is what I was trying to say. Always way too short. But we're going to enjoy it. This is yet another publicly voted track. We are in the good old US of A at Watkins Glen. We got the driver briefing in about 3 minutes time. And then we'll be off to the races for our 2 30-minute races. What's new since we last chatted in round 3? Well, we've had one driver get promoted out of AM class into pro class. We were talking about her before, about Penelope Dobbins, because she was lightning quick. And I had said that I thought she was going to get promoted out into pro class, and she has been. So that made some changes into the AM standings. So now... your girl is sitting 4th in the championship in AM class, which is exciting, but there's also a real fight on my hands because Natalie Lee is only, I think, 3 points less than me, 3 points fewer than I have. And then from where I'm standing in the standings, it's another 3 points to get to P3 and 6 points to get to P1. So it is a very, very tight race to the championship. So we're going to see what the next couple of rounds hold for us. Watkins Glen should be an interesting one. I suspect Watkins is really going to be like the race of attrition. Who survives the bus stop? Who doesn't get caught up in carnage at the bus stop? It's going to be who drives smart. I think is going to be the key to this. We've got some new drivers in AM class today, which is fun. And some new faces in pro class, although they're not new. Because Mia Rose is back for the final round, so it's nice to see her again. And I saw... who did I see? Ruby Acosta. I don't think Ruby drove last week. Or last round, so it's nice to see Ruby back. And April of Carlsbad is also driving in this round, so that's exciting. So it's nice to see some old friends, new friends. All of that. Let's see, what else did I need to catch you up on? Not much more to catch you up on. I mean, we've had no real new changes. 1.9 dropped, which we all got used to. Oh, briefing is starting now, so I guess I can't catch you up on anything else. I guess we will have to go to the driver briefing. Well, listen to Mr. Hamlet. And then we'll come back and chat more before quali starts, because once he's done chatting, then we still have a few more minutes before we get into qualifying. So until he starts talking, I'll just ramble on for a little bit. They're just waiting for every car to get back into the pits and then join the voice channel. So now we wait and wait and wait. Ooh, M class is looking spicy right now from the lap times. This is going to be good, friends. This is going to be a good race.
Good evening, everyone. Warm welcome to our driver's briefing for this 4th round of the 6th season of More Female Racers powered by Mercedes-AMG. Hope you're all well and looking forward to an evening of racing at Watkins Glen. First time ever More Female Racers comes to Watkins Glen this evening. So hope you're looking forward to it. Also, warm welcomes to Carrie Burden, who's new to the grid and joins in the AM class, first race in the series for them this evening, and also Many happy returns to Mia, who returns back to the grid. First time since, I want to say, season 3. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mia. I think it's season 3. So glad to see you back on the grid and joining us this evening. Was it morning for you? Down in a land down under. So with a couple of drivers coming onto the grid, let's just have a quick run through the format just to make sure that everyone's aware of what's going on. So we're going into the qualifying at 1:30, 30-minute qualifying session, which is split into two 15-minute sections. So the first 15 minutes of the qualifying will be for those of you in the AM class. That's those of you with the red block on the leaderboard. So if you're in the AM class, that first 15 minutes of the qualifying session is dedicated to you. And then the final 15 minutes is for those of you who are in the pro class. For those of you in AM, if you begin a lap with more than 15 minutes on the clock, then you're free to go on and finish that lap. However, if you do begin a lap with less than 15 minutes, then you need to be pulling off the circuit and abandoning that lap. With the pros, feel free to go and queue at the end of the pit lane if you want to. Whether there's anything to gain in that, I don't know, but I know it's something that's been asked before. However, if you are going to queue at the pit lane, please do not ghost with other cars. You need to be lining up single file and not merging in with the other cars, not using the ghosts. Just line up single file, one behind the other, if you are going to be doing that. Feel free to use the return to garage function if you need to return back to the pit at any point during the qualifying, but please make sure that you're pulling off of the track before you do so. Qualifying is streamed, which means that the broadcaster may be riding on board with you. So please bear that in mind when you're coming to a stop, rather than just driving the car full speed into a wall or into the gravel or something like that. Bear in mind that the broadcaster might be riding on board with you. They don't know what you're going to do. So we ask that you come to a stop slowly, make it quite clear that if the broadcaster's on board with you, they think, oh, well, this driver's not completing this lap. Gives them a little bit of time just to quickly move on to another car, and then you can stop and move on. Once the qualifying's ended, we'll then go onto the grid, full formation up of the circuit before we go green flag. No pit stops or anything to worry about, of course. It's just 30 minutes of flat-out racing from beginning to end. At the end of race 1, the server's then going to close. I'll then prepare the entry list ahead of the second race. Remember that the grid is then reshuffled back in class order, so all the pros will start ahead of all the yams for that second race. Takes me a few minutes to sort out the entry list. It seems like we're missing a few drivers this evening, so the grid's not the biggest, so hopefully it won't take me too long to get that sorted. But I'll get that sorted as soon as possible and then reboot the server ahead of the second race. Just please don't go running off in between race 1 and race 2. Be prepared that I need you to join the server for race 2 as soon as possible. Once we get that up and running, then we'll get onto the grid ahead of the second race. And the second race is just like the first one, yet another 30-minute race, no pit stops, just green flag racing from beginning to end. One thing that has been a general trend throughout the season, probably up until the most recent race, was that the collisions and contacts and penalties and stuff that were being dished out were on the downward trend. Unfortunately, the last race, the second race at I can't remember what was the race now. Is it Imola? Had unfortunately then another spike in incidents. Of course, when racing, crashes and incidents can happen. It can happen in the very, very best of grids, whether it be something like an eSports grid. It can happen in an LFM race in a public lobby, and it can happen here as well. Crashing is unfortunately just a byproduct of racing. So crashes can and will happen, but what we do want to see is that there is a general improvement in the racecraft. Not trying to go for moves that aren't on. One key element is to just try and bide your time, be patient with the car that's in front of you. Something here at Watkins Glen where there are a few good opportunities to overtake One of those that is not good for overtaking, however, is the chicane. And I hope that we're not going to be seeing any crazy moves going into the chicane. It can make it work if you've got two drivers who trust each other and know exactly what the other one's doing, but it's a very, very, very high risk scenario. There are much better places to attempt an overtake, or better yet, just try and pressure the driver in front of you to make a mistake and get a clear opportunity to make a pass. So hopefully we'll see everyone being a little bit smart and trying to apply pressure, force some mistakes, rather than trying to force a move that isn't on. Generally, there's something that has been getting better over the previous races. Maybe just the second race at Imola was just a blip. We'll see. That being said, of course, we do have the stewards available who will be monitoring in-game contacts. So if a contact is logged by the game, that will be brought to their attention and checked. If they think it's worthy of investigation, then they'll do that. And if it's worthy of a penalty, then they'll apply a penalty. Of course, the game doesn't always log every piece of contact, or maybe the initial review, they decide it's not worthy of an investigation, or maybe something happens that doesn't involve contact at all. So in those cases, you will be able to use a protest form that will be made available to you at the end of the... well, I'll make it available soon, but most likely you end up using it at the end of the evening. There'll also be an appeal form that's available to you, and the appeal is where you can appeal against a penalty that was given to you by the stewards. Can't go appealing something that wasn't given as a penalty to you, or a penalty to another driver that you didn't like, you thought the penalty was too severe or whatever like that. It has to be a penalty that was issued to you. Please just bear in mind that the protest and appeal forms do close 15 minutes at the end of race 2. So you haven't got a great deal of time, only 15 minutes. But as we've seen, so actually in all the rounds so far, pretty much everything's being covered by the stewards anyway. I think we've seen like 3 protests, basically like one around. You do have an instant sheet that you can see in the protest forms channel, so you will be able to see what the stewards have looked at, what penalties were, and why when you view that incident sheet. So that's all for this briefing this evening. Thanks all for listening. Best of luck this evening. Hope you have fun. Enjoy Watkins Glen. Not a track that actually I've got much experience racing with in ACC, but I've always enjoyed it when I've done it in iRacing. So hopefully you'll have just as much fun racing here as I have when I've done it in the past. So enjoy yourselves, have fun, and speak to all in 2 weeks' time for the 5th and final round.
Alrighty, and we're back. There we go. So not much new to catch up on there. Same old, same old. Don't send it. Really don't send it in the bus stop. Bus stop's a scary place, friends. We're trying to not send it in the bus stop. Boy, everybody's trying to get some laps out. Quali's in 5 minutes. Debating on if I'm going to go out and do any laps. And as you can see, Natalie is up higher in the standings. She's up in P7, which I knew was going to happen because she's quite a fast driver. So I'm not really surprised to see that. But let's see who else is going out. I just figure when you only have 5 minutes. Hello, Father. Hello, Mother. Hello, Father. I don't want to get a copyright strike, so I won't sing it. Let's go right on board with someone going into the chicane. 9:39. That's Eris. Let's go see Eris going into the chicane. This is the bus stop. If you don't get this right, it doesn't end well. Let's see Josie show us. Oh, Josie nailed it. Where'd Josie go? I'm not going to go out for 5 minutes because it's literally going to be, by the time I get out and have done 2 laps, it'll be quali time, and we're jumping straight into quali first, so we'll just ride on board and watch some other drivers do it. Let's go see, is Anor? Let's go see what Speedy Anor is doing. Fastest driver on the grid right now. See if we can pick up any last minute tips from her. Before we jump into qualifying. This is a tight corner. You gotta get right. Line. She is hitting a very fast time of 1:43.7. Man, that's fast. Oh, and she takes it in third. I am not brave enough to take it in third. I'll take it in second, thanks kindly. Try not to get sucked up against the Armco, that's a bad thing. Man, she takes that chicane like it's nothing. She takes that whole complex in fourth. That's unreal. No wonder she's doing 43.3s. That's just... oof. No wonder. I wonder if she's doing 43s. Uh-oh. That was Josie. Whoopsie daisies. Yeah, that's why she's doing 43s and I am not doing 43s. It's that she can take that entire complex in fourth. And no, to answer your next question, I am not going to try to take it in fourth. I'm going to stick to what I know and get myself some lap times on the board so that I can have a good qualifying, because that's what's important right now, is a good starting position. We're going to be starting quali, well, apparently right now. I was going to say in 1 minute, but right now. Well, let's just make sure that we've got the quali setup in and we've got enough fuel. Yes, we have enough fuel. And let's just watch the AMs go. I'm waiting for people to go. Just letting the first group kind of trundle their way out, and then we'll go. Okay. Make sure we have warm tires. Warm tires are important. And now, let's be having ya. Would help if I turned on the car, wouldn't it? Okay, first goal, don't yeet the car on the out lap. Going to take the whole complex in third or in fourth like Anor does, because I don't have a death wish. was smart to wait. Ooh-wee. Still good. Gotta roll with my brakes. There we go. Okay, that was my outlap, so it doesn't count. And now my tires are roaring, so now we can just focus on setting a good lap. Too far over and got my lap invalidated. That's okay. Crazy. Okay. Time to set a banker lap. News is we have 15 minutes with which to do it. Oh dear.
Yellow flag, be careful.
Stay valid, thank you. Just stay valid so we can actually get a time on the board. least we got a time on the board.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
I know I can be way faster than this. Frankly, as long as it's valid, I'm taking it.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful. Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
We lost some grip there. There goes all my time. Oh, all that time gone. That sucks.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Ooh, dear. We saved it, but we're not going to gain any time from it.
Time in sector 3.
Ah, poop skulls. This is probably our last lap. We'll see what time it is when we get across the line. Okay, well, we'll take that. That's an improvement.
Well done, mate. The fastest lap so far.
This is our last one.
Yellow flag in sector 2. There's a slow car up ahead.
Well, it's a new PB for me. I'll take that.
Well done, mate. The fastest lap so far.
Sweet. 4th in class. Yes. Sweet. Hooty hoo. Take that. 145.9, 146.0, 465, 145. I was only 1/10 off Natalie. Sweet deal. That's exciting. Yeehaw. And now we have 15 minutes to wait. Which is good. Get my energy down. Okay. Tires stayed in a good place. Fuel is 2.9. I still don't trust it, so I'm going to go with the fuel that I have. Eris was trying to get... I know Eris wanted to be as fast as Lisa was today because they're fighting with the rejigged standings in the AM class now. Lisa's in first. Maya Lisa, the number 56, is in first place. Maya, the number 5, is in second. Eris, who's the 939, is in third, and I'm in fourth. And then Natalie, the number 19, is in fifth. So the fact that the 5 cars fighting for the top 5 in the championship are the 5 cars fighting for the top 5 in qualifying is pretty spicy, I say. Now the fun will be to see who gets pole. My vote will be Anor. But Mia is also very quick. If you've never seen Mia drive before, Mia is very quick. In fact, let's go on board with Mia. But for Mia, it's 3 in the morning because Mia's in Australia. So when I always end my streams and say whether it's afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever you are, there is reasons, because you could be like Mia and be in Australia. That's dedication, though, to get up at 3 a.m. to race. That's dedication. .43.6 on the board. Oh, 40, look at that, 5/1000ths of a second difference between the two of them. My goodness me. That's about what you expect, to be fair, though. I should make sure that I change over to race setup, otherwise that would be bad. Sure, fuel, yes, otherwise that would be really bad. Right on board with the pole sitter, or provisional pole sitter. We still have 10 minutes left. And you can ride on board with Mia. I'm gonna step away for a couple minutes and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. And it seems like I missed a lot. 143.2, come on. That's just... I don't even know how to respond to that. That doesn't feel right. It's interesting with Lisa and Eris kind of separated from the rest of us. They'll be able to get a jump on us, which will be interesting. Will also be interesting to see which side of the... Well, I think everybody's out setting laps, so I know I'm starting an even number. It's just a question of which side of the grid that is. I can't remember which side that puts me on. But it will be fun nonetheless. But it'll be interesting knowing that there's a couple of people that are fighting for class victories as much as those of us behind are, but have some separation. That'll be interesting to see what happens there. I think, friends, it's going to get spicy. And I'm just trying to keep out of the carnage. That's all I'm trying to do. Like, I think turn 1's going to be dicey. Let's go on board. Oh, I was going to go on board with Josie, but she's slowed down. Let's go on board with April. I think here, turn 1 is going to be dicey. This area is going to be dicey because there's a lot of downforce and there can be a lot of understeer that can push you into the Armco, so if you're battling against someone who doesn't quite have that locked on, it can be dicey. Bus stop is just going to be, let's pray. Same with the carousel. No. Except April pulled over. Let's go back. Go back on board with Josie. Just trying to give you a lap guide of all the parts that scare me. While I eat a little bit of chocolate to stay fueled. But this track is all about you gotta get the braking points right. Because if you don't, it's so hard to get the car back on the right line. This one's a great example. You take it too close, you're grabbing grass. Take it too far, you're hanging out at the Armco. That one you almost have to short shift through the brakes, almost like you're driving an F1 car. This one's cool because you don't have to brake at all, you just lift. I like corners like that where I don't have to brake. That one you definitely need to brake. And there we can go bowling. Hey Keith, how's it going? Welcome to the Glen. Showed up at just the right time. We're just about to go into race 1. I'm just watching Josie finish up her quali lap right now. Pole time is a just ridiculous 143.2. Man, she's so fast, is Anor. So is Mia too, to only be 2/10 off. And Alexa to be 4/10 off. And Sarah to be 6/10 off. Like, forget about it. Top 4 is ridiculous. just gonna try and survive. That's all we're gonna do. Just try and survive. Pick up the points we need. We need to do better than we did in the previous round. So the previous round remains our drop round. Oh, good job, Josie. That was a killer lap. Throw up in P9. Ainer's coming through. I think she's invalidated it. Let's see what April's doing. She votes. Ooh, that was very close. Very, very close. .143.1. Come on. Man, peeps are fast today. Everybody's fast today. Well, this is kind of nice that it's naturally just split out into pros and AMs. That's actually really, really nice because it means that when we get to the race, we're not trying to deal with pros who are trying to get through. So that's nice. And now we wait. Here's Josie doing an in-lap. I like it. And then we only get like a minute and a half before. Or 2 minutes. 2 minutes, I was close. Let's get them tires up so that they stay warm. By the way, that fuel estimation is not correct. But I am, just for safety's sake, going to put 2 more liters in. It's actually 2.96. But we'll put in 1 lap's worth for the out lap. Just to cover ourselves. Well, this should be fun. 30 minutes. See what we can do. Just breathe. No heroics into Sandbot. The only way you win the race on turn 1 is if you were in pole position, let's be honest. Oh, let's make sure we hit drive. We do not want to start from the pits. After all that hard work to qualify, we do not want to start from the pits. That would be literally the pits. Right. So. We've got Natalie to our right. We've got Eris in front of us. Lisa ahead. Just keeping an eye on where everybody is. I don't think I'm going to add more ABS. I think we'll be okay with where we're at. UI is ridiculous. If I actually go at speed where the UI wants me to be, my tires are going to be like 24 degrees. It's so ridiculous. And I want to go faster. I don't want my tires to be so cold. And I also don't want to be teleported. Just gotta ride that brake. Trying to get some heat in them tires, man. Otherwise we're gonna be whooped. Natalie's technically ahead of me. And yes, you don't want to yeet it here because that will actually cause damage, which we don't want. But everybody's tires are going to be so cold. Oh my goodness. Oh, my tires are so cold, friends. Sorry, Natalie. Not meaning to be so close, but trying to keep them tires warm. Them tires aren't warm.
Stay double file.
And then everybody panics and goes, oh my goodness, I need to drive fast, I need to drive fast, I need to drive fast. But there's no point because it just concertinas. We cool. We just have freezing cold tires, but you know, other than that, we're fine.
Green light. Go, go, go. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Alright, here we go. Ooh, yikes, 10 bikes on trikes. Good job, Charlotte. Charlotte got a big jump in positions. Fast stop of the session. How's
Yellow
that
flag
for?
in sector 3.
That was quite a jumping pattern. She believed it could fly. That's bad. Come on, Maren. Come on, Maren.
Well done, mate. That's the fastest lap.
Sorry for being quiet, friends. Just trying to focus. Ooh, long line, long line. Okay, let's try that again. Kind of spicy up there. die. That was almost disaster. Must keep the car in one piece. Must keep the car in one piece. That is the rule for today.
Well done, mate. Personal best.
Boy, it's only been 8 minutes. It feels like it's been a lifetime. Sorry gang, it's going to be kind of quiet today, not the usual chatter, because this is not one of my stronger tracks, so I kind of need to focus so that I don't mess up my line. But when I can talk, I will.
Losing to the car ahead of 7-1. Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
Woo! Hello! Come on! Come on, come on, come on. Someone else has come up here. Whale! It's too far. I can't believe we're not even halfway through. It honestly feels like we've been racing for days. Oh, there's a lot of people in the pits.
Losing to the car ahead is one. The car is exiting the pits now.
As the...
Yellow flag,
Thank
yellow
you.
flag. Be careful there.
Oh, that was very kind.
There's a slow car ahead.
It's Denise Pope. Come on, Tires. Gotta keep it together. Gotta keep it together for my friends. Not quite the line, but it works. Fine, we'll take it.
We're at the halfway mark. Keep pushing.
Oh, finally halfway. Again, it feels like we've been driving for them for hours. Ooh, and we're getting hot spots on the tires, which isn't a good thing. It's okay, y'all. You just gotta make another 15 minutes. You can do it. That front left is getting... Actually, both lefts are getting quite dicey. And I know you might be thinking, no, Marin, they look just fine, but the new ACC model says that they should be between 26 and 27, so when they're getting into the mid-27s, that's starting to get a little too spicy. Ooh, that's a not fun penalty. Whee! Let's go on this carnival ride. Whee! Who needs fairgrounds when you can just do this? I'd love to get close enough that I could get a tow, but close enough.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Thank you.
There's a counted car in front in sector 3.
I tell you, I'm really surprised there have not been more drive-thrus for track limits. Because it's so easy to do track limits here. Oops, not the line, not the line. Stay on the track. Cheers, cuz. Hi, Marco. Sorry, can't talk right now. I saved myself after a very shocking lap. I'm trying to get back in this race. Come on. No, come on. Let's start fresh. Come on. Come on, Marin. Come on.
Listen to the car heading sector 1.
further than I needed. Up the line. Oh no, Sarah. Alrighty, 4 minutes.
Gaining on the carnage. Well done, mate. The fastest lap so far.
I'm not going to try to pass this person in the bus stop. Thank
Car on
you.
the left. Clear on the left.
Come on, Darren. Just keep your nose clean for 3.5 minutes. Left, and we're gonna have to do the extra lap because we are still behind the leaders. in that we have not been lapped by them. Stay alive, tires. I know you want to die, but stay alive for just a few more laps. That's all I'm asking. Wee-hee. I think Aino will cross the line before it hits 0. Let's see. Just need to keep driving my laps. I have one more after this. Tell you what, Watkins Glen really does a number on your wrists. My wrists are not thrilled right now. Come on, car. I'll do this in one more lap. Come on, let's do it. Okay, we got one more after this. This is our last lap. Okay, we're just about to start the last lap. Alright, we just gotta drive a clean last lap, friends. Clean last lap. Don't have to do anything crazy, just drive a clean last lap.
Neither has finished the race.
Yay to whoever won. Finish this lap. Be clean about this lap. Someone didn't like that braking board. I'm actually surprised the braking boards have lived, to be fair. Enjoy the fireworks, friends. They're looking pretty. Come on. Just gotta cross the line and then, unless my math has mistaken me, which I don't think it has, I hope it hasn't. Fingers crossed when we look at that timetable. I think this got us a P2 in class.
Good job, mate. You did your best to bring it back to the pits.
Which, if that's the case, I would be like, whoop. That's apparently how I'm celebrating. That was not what I meant to do, but we'll just go back to the pits. Second in class, get in. Yes, come on. Yee-hoo-dee-hoo. I will take a P2 in class, thanks kindly. My wrists will take like, I don't even know what they'll take. They'll take everything. We're going to do a quick forearm wrist stretch before we grab our lap times. Oh, ah. Yeah. Consistency, not there. But we did what we needed to do, so yeehaw. It was only Lisa, who is currently in P1 in the series, or in the championship in AM, who got ahead. But yes. Oh, I'm happy with that result, friends. Happy. My wrists aren't, but I am. Oh, that means that we're going to have to leave this server soon. Because I got to restart this server with the new grid. I might be starting on the other side of the grid this time. Cheers, Marco. I'll take that, going from P4 in class, qualifying P4 on the grid to going P2. We always like to end up farther ahead than where we started. And they are, I'm not sure if you were around at the start or because you were around, they've reclassified one of the drivers up into pro class from AM class, which has reshuffled things, and I'm now in P4 in the AM championship, and there's just 6 points between me and Lisa, who's in P1 in the AM championship. So yeah, there's a fight on our hands. You're gonna see this go away for 2 seconds because I want to make sure I can keep my force feedback working. And in order to do that, I just have to start up ACC. And then rejoin the server. Do 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 do. Okay, options. Let's just make sure controls are okay. That's a squeaky brake pedal. Thanks, Josie! I hope you had a good race too. We'll have to chat about it afterwards. Oh, there's race 2. Good luck for race 2.
Green light.
Alright, let's load the... And we're gonna add just that extra laps worth so that we be ready. And I am not going to drive before this one starts. I'm just gonna chillax here. Do, 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 do. And now we wait. Now we wait. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I won't sing the Jeopardy theme song because I will get a copyright strike, so. Now we just sit and we wait. Wow, that was quite a low. I'm just looking at the incident sheet. There were only 11 incidents, and of that, only 5 of them were investigated, so that's really good. To only have that many. Let's be real, we had a lot more at Imola last time, so. I don't know how long we're waiting until they, oh, they're missing. They're missing drivers, that's why we're not racing yet. But it's always a good opportunity to check that I have everything set up. I have the correct setup. I have the right fuel. This is fun. I'm just gonna chill. I'm not gonna go out and drive laps. I have to go do that for another 30 minutes. I'm just gonna relax. I might eat more chocolate, to be honest with you. I gotta... Gotta fuel up. They're still waiting for one more driver. Alright, it looks like we're going to the grid. You know what, guys? I am staying cool. What makes it easy to stay cool is when you have a puppy who has a lot of black fur and is regularly hot, and you therefore have to keep the temperature cool in your house so that the puppy doesn't overheat. It means that it's freezing in the house all the time. So the rig is making it a nice temperature, but yeah, I actually am looking forward to going out in the heat. Hope you're staying cool as well, though. Alright. Sorry if you heard that. That was my neck. Let's go do this again, shall we? I'm still starting on the same side. I thought I might be starting on the other side. Oh, because there's one less driver. That's why. I was like, why am I starting on the same side? The things I ask myself. Oh, smart. Alrighty.
30 seconds.
Let's get us some tires and let's make sure we hit drive so that we don't get sent to the pits. Okay, so we got Lisa to our right. We got Denise in front of us and Skylar. Is the driver's name of the 660? I'll be honest, I can't remember.
Stay in single file.
It's kind of crazy to be butting up to the pros like this. Yay, it didn't stall the car. Woohoo! It's time to play. How cold will my tires be by the time we get to the grid? Cold enough that I get myself teleported. Just can't keep these tires and brakes consistent and get what we get. See, Eris is trying to creep up into the orange part of the UI. It's supposed to be in the green. I'm pushing it being in the yellow. Orange, if you get past a certain point, it can teleport you back to the pits, and I definitely don't want that. But it gives you a warning, like it'll warn you that you're about to be sent to the pits, so. I don't know why we have a car stopped on track. That's a new one. Must have stalled. Ooh, the tires are just as cold as they were before. You just don't want to hit Denise. That's our goal. See, look, we went too far. Oh, my brakes are so squeaky. Oh my goodness. We will be greasing those up later. You may get to hear them during the race.
Stay double file.
Oh, someone got teleported to the pits because now I'm starting on the other side. Interesting. Wasn't prepared for that. Yep, someone got teleported back to the pits. So either they got disconnected or they were too slow or too fast and got themselves disconnected from the server, which is not a fun thing. We're not in an ideal side for the start, but we'll make the best of it.
Green light, go, go, go. Car on the left.
Ooh, there's Eris. Holy crap on a cracker.
Light damage in the rear.
Well, I've had 2 cars go through me, so that's cool. Well, that was carnage and a half. What the bleeping bleep was that? That was horrific. Just ridiculous.
Car on the
Don't try it, Beta.
You're on the right.
Come on. That's just... That's racing, but it also is just a little bit like, come on, guys. Like, let's be a little bit more smart about how we do things. Oh my gosh. That was just a sign, but it looked like it was a car flipping upside down. But, you know what I mean? Like, let's be a little bit more cautious. Let's be a little bit smarter. Let's not just yeet it. Because now it's going from P2 to who knows what. Yeah, it really does, Marco. It really, really does. What will be interesting to see is who needs to pit for damage. Looks like Charlotte is pitting for damage. I'm going to continue and see what it does to my pace and my car control, because if my car control goes out the window, then we'll definitely be pitting, but yeah, these are the only times where I get a little bit frustrated and a little bit like, if these were real race cars, there would be so many pissed off team bosses right now.
Slow car ahead. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Yep, I was right there. Whoa, jeez, Beta. Oh no, this car might be toasted. We're gonna keep going though. It's so severe damage, we're gonna just try. It's a Merc, it's not a Ferrari. My problem is if I repair it and I sit in the pits that long, I will end up being lapped and then I don't have a chance. Whee! Try and get some extra help. Damage is bad, Dad. Damage is like a minute.
Slow car ahead.
But not a lot we can do right now. Honestly, all we can do is hope that there's damage up ahead to all the other cars. Which sounds mean, but it's the truth. That's how racing goes. Sure is, Dad. It's not ideal, but again, not much else I can be doing with it. And there's still enough little groups around there that it could all go sideways, so. I mean, I'm 10 seconds off my pace, but... car fighting for position now, so I've got to be smart about what I'm going to do. If the car is salvageable. Okay, I don't need to worry about that because the car behind me just crashed, so that helps a little bit. Sorry gang, this is going to be a very lonely 20 minutes. We are going to have 0 fights. All we can hope is that the penalties help us in some way. Oh, Natalie and Eris are in some kind of a collision. The only thing that's allowing me, honestly, to keep driving this is that the steering is still straight. If the steering was off, this would be a whole different game, but the steering is still straight, so I feel like I can still try to keep it together. And she says that she skips the wall. I mean, I have a tire at 28 PSI, but whatever. No biggie. Fine, my tire will survive. Marco's my teammate slash viewer slash strategist. If you think that pitting would be a good idea, let me know. But I feel like I'm just gonna get lapped and then lose all my any points that I could gain. Because right now I'm in P7 in class, looking at everybody who's lapped down from me. You think? Okay. Covered that. You think change the tires too, or just fix the damage? It's a valid point. You make a valid point, sir. Change tires too, or just fix the damage? Okay. It's a valid point. Well, in one of the other cars I'm fighting for position for, two of the other cars are in the pits as well, so looks like it's a party in the pits. Don't get caught speeding. It's such a long pit lane. This is the only problem with Watkins, is that it takes absolutely forever. Sorry, still looking at seeing who's where.
We are halfway through. Keep pushing.
I will keep pushing once I have a shiny new set of tires. I'm playing at a spicy tight game that I might be able to get out before they get there. Come on. Well, I'm gonna get into the whole lead group too. This is gonna suck. It's okay.
Let's go. Go, go, go.
Okay, let's go through. Go, 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 go. Oh, is this what tires feel like? And the car feels like? Hello. Oh, would you look at that? Thank you, teammate. Oh, let's not go on the grass. This is not Valtteri Bottas's lawn mowing service. Alright. Second half of the race. Second half, new mindset, let's go.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Here we go. Cheers, cuz.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Yeah, we're fine. About to get a blue flag as well. Oh,
Faster car coming up behind you.
since I cooked that, we'll just let Penelope go straight through. Let's see what we can do in 9 minutes. And it's not like we're going to catch the next person who we're fighting for position for. grab that much curb, but hey ho.
Better than me. Personal best.
Good news is, though, we're behind the leaders now, so we won't have to do the extra laps, so that's kind of nice. Well, positives from this. Positives were we were still able to keep driving. Didn't have to quit the race, so that's good. We've lost a few drivers who have just quit the race, so at least we were able to keep driving. That's a good thing. I don't know what the public vote is for the next track, but I think I heard Kyalami, which, if that's the case, would make me very happy because I love Kyalami. And I did miss Kyalami last season, so I'd be very happy if I got to drive that again, so that's a good thing. Goal for the next 5 minutes is to just drive this pace and try and make sure that we don't get lapped. That's just my goal. I would like to finish the race without getting lapped by my class leader. I've already been lapped by the overall leader, but to not be lapped by my class leader would be nice. So if you're keeping track, that's Lisa Louise, the number 56. So I just need clean laps for the next few minutes. Okay, clean laps, go ahead. Good enough. Okay. It's like 2 more laps. Depending on where the leader is. I don't know where the leader is. I don't even know who the leader is. leader's just crossing the start finish line, so it'll be 2 more laps. After this one. Two more.
Well, not me. Russell fastest lap.
Stay away from the arm cover and stay away from the arm cover, tempting though the color may be. Would have helped if I put in right here. Come on, nerd. So oh my goodness, it's not anywhere in the lead. Wow.
Leader's on 5 lap.
So this will be my final lap. Just a clean final lap, that's all we need. Doesn't have to be anything crazy, don't have to set records. I know I don't have the pace for fastest lap in my class, so I'm not going to get a fastest lap, so I'm just going to drive the car and get it home. That's the goal. Ooh, or miss the start of the bus stop like that, which is a really bad life choice. So let's just get it home. I think we're like 6th in class, 6th or 7th, I think. It's not good, friends. That's long and short of it. So I think they'll keep this and they'll still ditch Imola as my drop around. I'm not sure. That's why the computers do the math and not me.
Leader has finished the race.
Well, I'm just glad I didn't get lapped by the leader in our class. That's an achievement, given everything that we did. We finished the race.
Right, race is over. Good job, mate. You did your best. Bring it back to the
Alright, I'm gonna take this one back to the pits. That was something else. Holy Diners. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5th in class. We'll take it. We'll take a 5th in class. That'll help us. Ooh, Josie got a 20-second penalty. That's not good. Everybody's just coming across. It was Alexa who won today. Those were some horrific times. But we brought it back. We got there in the end. Okay, so 2nd and 5th in class. Oh, 2nd and 4th in class. What happened here? What? Okay, 2nd and 5th in class. It kept changing. It was 2nd and 5th, and then it was 2nd and 4th, and I got very confused. It's 2nd and 5th, so. Ha! Tell her thank you. Tell her I appreciate the sport. Always appreciate the sport. Alright. I am so curious to see, before they shut it down, I want to see the start. Anybody else want to see the start and see what the bad words I can't use happened? Because I would like to. That was horrific. Okay, let's just debrief here, friends. Okay, so Eris came across. I saw that. I'm going half pace. Okay, so something's happening up here. Okay, there's stuff happening right here. The 660 and the 997 are having a moment. I don't know who they are. 660 and the 997. Vixen and Bachenska are having a thing. Oh, what happened to Josie? Hold the phone. Did Josie just get bumped? Looks like Josie might have just got bumped. Oh, so she got tagged. So there was not enough space being given. She got hit by Bachenska. And if we back it up to where we're starting to come in, that's starting to kick off. They come across. They come across. Denise comes across and hits Vixen. It's Eris who hits me. I go across and I get entered by a car, so that was cool. Who was that? Which car entered me? A very damaged car is who it is. Can I even see a number? Okay, you can't even see the number of the car. A random, unnumbered Merc hit me. It was this one, I think, but let's just see. No, it was one from back here, wasn't it? Okay, so it's this car. Oh, it's Charlotte. Oh, poor Charlotte went through me. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Ignore my bad camera skills, but oh, dear. Charlotte went through me. Oh, dear. So this is a weird one where I'm like, I don't even know where we start with this. To be honest, of like where we throw fault, because there was a lot of reacting. Chain reactions. Yeah. So that's a thing. be honest, I'm not entirely sure what we do with that. Except just be slightly annoyed with it. But we survived it. We had a good result. Oh, it's a good thing we left.
Green light. Give it all you got.
But that's everybody. That's everything for this race. Which means we only have 1 round left, which is crazy. That'll be in 2 weeks. I haven't looked at the server yet to see where we're going, but I think it's going to be... It sounds like it might be Kyalami, but... Oh my goodness, yes. I'm glad I wasn't in the car either, because cars aren't meant to go through cars. It really, really wouldn't have worked very well. But we survived it, so that's good. So we'll just see. I'm just seeing if they've got provisional results up. So I can give y'all some provisional results. No, they only have provisional results up from race 1. They don't have provisional results up from race 2. So we'll find out in 2 weeks' time where we're at. But thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Hope you had a good time. Even though it was a little quiet, I'll be more talkative in 2 weeks, I promise. Appreciate you watching to the end, wherever you are. Hope you have a great afternoon, evening, morning, whatever time it is, wherever you are. And we will do this same bat time, same bat channel in 2 weeks for the final round. Thanks so much, everybody. Bye!